Hi CVAC, I just wanted to share my little post-workout stretching routine for the lower body. Stretching is an important component of any fitness program, but especially cardio exercises like running and biking where you kind of have that limited range of repetitive motion. Stretching is going to be really important. So you can start on all fours and simply step the right leg up to the outside of the hands. You want to have that ankle about in line with the wrist. If you can, scoot that back knee back. That's going to give you a deeper stretch in that back leg. We're going to start with that front knee hugging in and just sinking the hips straight down. And to show you another way. Again, knees in, hips are coming straight down. And then we're going to slightly modify it, lifting the right toes, turn the foot out, let the knee fall out. Keep that foot flexed, so it's going to help stabilize this knee while we explore the hips. From here, you can just lean side to side a little bit. Experiment with how that feels. You can go for a little twist. You can walk the hands over to the left and turn your hips in that direction. You get the inner right hip. You can also bend that back knee. Really important to keep the hips low though. If you can do that, grab the foot good. We want to avoid coming way up just to like barely grab the foot. If you can't grab the foot with the hips low, it's probably not worth it. But anyways, just spend anywhere from 1 to 3 minutes here exploring. And once you're done with that, we'll bring that right knee in, wiggle the foot over in between the arms, and then shift the hips back. Hips come directly over your back knee. Back toes can tuck for stability, and keep a slight bend in this right knee. We don't want to end up hyperextending, and keep the hands in contact with the ground, whatever it takes, even if it means a big bend. And then next, try to lengthen your spine. Get your pelvis to tilt forward, then slowly lower. And breathe. And again, when you're doing this on your own, feel free to stay here as long as you want. Once you feel like you've had enough, then you can shift back towards that front foot. Take that right leg back for a second. Just find a little bit of movement in that hip. You can even come into a three-legged dog if that suits you better. And then eventually slide that right knee up behind the right wrist. Angle the shin over as much as you need to. Number one thing we want to watch out for is no pain in this right knee. If it hurts, I'll show you an alternative in just a second. If it doesn't, stay here. Try to have the hips point straight ahead and your back knee point straight down. It's okay for that hip to be up in the air as long as it's not hurting the knee. You could stay in this neutral upright position. You could bring the hands back and turn this into more of a back bend if you enjoy those, or just kick it down on the forearms for maximum comfort. If this does bother your knee, all you're gonna do is come onto your back, right ankle onto that left thigh, gently pull it in. Very important still to flex that foot to help protect that knee. And this can be a really nice one. If you enjoy it, you can stay here as long as you want. But to keep this short and sweet, I'm going to continue on. We'll take that leg back. Again, find a little movement, possibly three-legged dog. And then switch to the other side. The left foot coming up outside. Keep that knee hugging in. Again, you can scoot the back knee back to deepen that stretch in the back leg. Sink the hips down for now. And then once that feels like enough, lift the left toes, turn the foot out, let that knee fall out, but flex the foot to protect the knee. And then same options to explore as the other side. Simple side to side. Maybe you throw in a little twist. Maybe a bigger twist. Keep the hips low. If you can bend the back knee and grab the foot with the hips low, do it. If not, really good practice, just bend the knee as much as you can. Activate that hamstring. You're still gonna get a great stretch. My personal favorite though, always walk the hands over to the right, turn your hips in that direction to get that inner left hip. Once you have thoroughly explored this configuration, we'll bring that knee back in, wiggle the foot over, shift the hips back, half splits. Again, hips directly over the back knee, slight bend in the front knee. Start by lengthening your spine, get your pelvis to tilt forward. That's gonna help target the upper hamstring, then lower the torso. And as always, if full splits is in your practice, that's totally cool to substitute that here. And then once you feel complete on that side, we'll shift forward again, take that leg back, find a little movement in the hip, possibly in three-legged dog. before bringing that knee forward. Pigeon round 2. Again, angle the shin as much as you need to make sure this knee doesn't hurt. Hips point straight ahead, back knee points straight down. If it does hurt the knee, come onto your back, cross the left ankle onto the right thigh. And neutral upright, back bend, or down on your forearms. And once that feels complete, you can pick it back up. Good idea, scoot that back knee forward a little bit before you take the front leg back. Finding any little movement, maybe up into three-legged dog. And then that's it. Also, not only is stretching important for exercise, it's also really important if you're just sitting a lot. Maybe you're not doing as much as you used to. Sitting can also cause stiffness, so even if you're not working out, you can still stretch. Have a great day.